2008 M5 or 2025 M5? Which one's better? Today we're going to be taking the new versions of cars and the older versions of cars and seeing which one is better. A lot of people say that newer cars are worse than the older versions, and we're going to find that out today.
Correct. We have all of these vehicles in the garage. We're going to be testing them out for you.
We are poor, that is not happening. But welcome back to Boost. First car, the brand new Civic versus the EK9 hatch Civic, Type R's.
So, the Type R EK9 Civic has a 1.6 liter VTEC B16B, 182 horsepower. It came in a close ratio 5-speed manual. 0 to 60 time is 6.7 seconds.
Listen, this car isn't a top speed monster. This car isn't something like that. We know what it's meant for. It's meant to go around a track. But 6.7 seconds, even in the 90s, even in the 80s, that's slow.
Compared to the 2024 Honda Civic Type R,
which is
the FL5.
2-liter engine, 4-cylinder, 315 horsepower, 6-speed manual.
Ooh.
The difference is, the older Civic weighed 2,350 estimate. Now, the newer Civic weighs 3,188 pounds.
How much horsepower was the older one making?
The older one was making 182. The newest one is making 315.
4.9 seconds, 0 to 60.
So 0 to 60 is 4.9 seconds in this car.
That's actually nuts for a Type R.
Crazy.
Car and driver ran the quarter mile on the FL5 Civic Type R. 13.5 seconds.
That's fast for a 2-liter engine. We can talk about tunability all you want, and we are strictly talking about these cars stock. I don't think it's close.
I don't think it's close either. I think the whole point of this video is to see if a car over the years has gotten better or if it's gotten worse, if it's gone away from its roots, if it's stuck to its roots. I think the Civic has stuck to its roots. Everything has gotten better. It still has torque steer. You're going to get that with front-wheel drive cars. That's inevitable. Every single metric of this car has gotten better. Every single one of them.
And don't forget, this is a $45,000 car, and it's beating Bugattis on the Nürburgring. Front-wheel drive, whatever. This is fun. This car would be so much fun, and that's what it's all about. You're having a lot more fun out of a car like this than a car that's a lot more expensive.
The old one's cool. It kind of has that classic feel. I think the new one's better. Yeah, I think the new one's going to take the win here.
On the piece of shit Mustangs.
As the certified Mustang guy here, S190.
I wouldn't say I'm certified, but I do own a Mustang.
Certified, all right.
I don't know much.
S197 or the brand new S650. You have an S650.
So I do have an S650. So wait, the S197 had a 4.6 at one point, right?
Yeah, the S197 pre-facelift had the 4.6, and then it did get the first generation Coyote, but it still had, I believe, a 6-speed automatic. Looks-wise, I think the S197 is the best looking Mustang.
I agree.
Post facelift.
That's the best looking GT500 of all time.
Oh, I completely agree. Bro, speed-wise, the new Mustang is nuts. It has 480 horsepower, 85 horsepower, something like that. I know when you compare new cars to old cars, 99% of the time the new cars are being faster. Bro, this car is so much quicker than the S197. I think it's close. Overall, the most common trim people are going to be getting, other than the EcoBoost, is the GT trim.
This one's tough because you have the charm of the old one, and you have the looks and performance. Maybe not the looks, but you have the performance of the new one.
One thing that we have to do with all these cars is compared to the competition, right? The S650 is the only Mustang left, or the only muscle car left. 2013 with the S197 facelift. Other companies only forced Ford to make a monster, which they did. No one's forcing Ford to make a monster nowadays, but they are. The S650 is faster than anything for the price because of its environment, because of the motor, because of the transmission, because of the price. I think that the S650 wins. So what do we think the best Mustang is? The S197 or the S650?
I have to say S650 because...
I agree. So far, again, we like the old cars better. We got 2 for 2. New cars are looking better. Now for the new car to not win.
This new car's not going to win. This might be a really quick conversation, but the VA STI versus, we can't even compare it to the new STI because there is no new STI. The VV WRX TS, which stands for...
type shit.
They just don't want to make an STI. They just don't want to do it. There's also a TR, which stands for tuner ready.
When Dodge said that they were going to kill the Hemi, what did they do, Tyler? They killed the Hemi. Subaru, for some reason, won't kill the WRX. Subaru's new screens are so bad, bro. Yo, I think that's like my least favorite trend in cars.
Like
iPad screens. Yeah, Tesla screens.
Something that I don't want to die, that I think is going to die eventually, are hood scoops from the factory.
Other than it being an a manual all-wheel drive vehicle, name me something good about this car. Why would you buy a new WRX? Can you please comment that? Because I'm curious. We're spending too much time on this. This car is horrible. Literally any other WRX wins.
Yeah, obviously the VA STI kills this. It looks better. It performs better. It's actually an STI. I think we can agree that generation.
Had no name is sick.
We're right up your alley now. The 2010 SRT8 Charger versus the brand new Scat Pack.
The 09 was the last year for the 6th generation Chargers. It was a 6.1 liter Hemi, and I think I think the 6.1 Hemi is the best Hemi that's ever came out. That motor could handle boost, unlike the Scats, but had the displacement of NASCARs that the 5.7 doesn't have. Bro, the new Scats are something else. 6.4 liter, again, I'm talking about in 2015 they came out. 6.4 liter Hemi with a 485 horsepower V8 sending power to an LSD in the rear wheels. Not to mention, bro, the 6th generation Chargers are ugly.
I think the only problem that people have with the Scat Packs nowadays is the culture behind them.
Just the car, completely stock. The Scat's awesome. So the 3 have won for the new vehicles, and only one older car won. That may change.
This is debatable. E36 M3 versus the G80 2024 M3.
Yeah, I'm going with the 24. Them shit's ripped. I know 2 guys that I could pull up their Instagram right now of them just drifting around corners and doing donuts and doing 360s.
Actual BMW enthusiasts don't even consider the new M3 an actual M3. I don't think it's close. The G80 is, I think, hideous. I think the only new BMW that looks good is the M2.
When the E36 came out, it was considered one of the most gorgeous cars that's ever been created.
Yeah, and I don't think this is close, because if we're not talking, if someone offered me free E36 or the G80, I'm not even going to let him finish saying G80. I think that car is dog shit. I would never own a G80. I would rather be in 1995 driving an E36 than being in 2024 driving around a G80. When I see someone with a G80, that dude doesn't know about cars.
This is tough because it's what car do you like more versus which car is better.
I don't know a single positive attribute of the new G80s other than the performance. They're ugly, they're unreliable, they're hard to work on. Everything sucks about them other than the performance.
Nowadays, no one works on their cars. These new cars are so advanced, they have a lot of electronics. You can't just tear apart an engine like you used to be able to in older cars. I'm going with the G80. I like the grille. At first I didn't, I like it now.
BMW charges a subscription fee to use the heated seats in your brand new cars. That's a problem. That's really wrong.
In my opinion, he likes the G80. I hate the G80. I like the E37.
I don't hate the G80, I dislike it. I love the E36. I think it looks better. I think it's cooler. If you put 2 keys in front of me, which one am I picking? The E36.
I think it's close.
The E36.
Yeah.
I would say the E36 wins.
Yeah, so then it wins. It's 2-1.
Yeah, I need the comment section to help me out.
When I see guys with new BMWs, I'm like, he doesn't know anything about cars. Because if he did, he wouldn't own a BMW.
Pull up to a stoplight in my BRZ and I look out to my right. In the lane next to me, there's a G80. There's an E36.
There's also 2 different people buying these cars.
Very, very correct.
Right now, to get a G80, you have to be above middle class. You can look at them and be like, okay, they don't know about cars, but still, at the end of the day, this car, it's a luxury car, yeah, but the performance is crazy compared to any other cars on the fucking street that are stock.
You can buy Vets for cheaper that are a lot faster, a lot more reliable. They might not be as daily drivable.
Sometimes 30 grand cheaper.
But we're strictly talking performance. You can buy a much faster car for cheaper than the new M3 if you're talking performance. But talking everything, the E36 is better.
If you guys like this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. There's a video on top of his face. You should go watch it. There's a video on top of his face. Also, go watch that, John.
But you don't have to.
Wait, let's redo that. Guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
You can't say that. You can't say that.
You know what's funny? I thought it was perfectly fine too until he started laughing. I was like, oh wait, shit.